Welcome to Fanboy and the Snob. I'm Chad.
Chris.
I'm Andrew.
And we watched The Big Lebowski.
I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know? His dudeness or duder or, El Duderino.
So we watched The Big Lebowski. Why did we watch this movie, Andrew?
Because this is my choice for favorite movie. This is a movie that I was introduced to a long time ago, and it has been consistently one of my favorites, probably my favorite. And no matter what mood I'm in, this movie always cheers me up, and I'm always laughing at it.
You know,
the jokes still hold up years later.
This movie's like chicken noodle soup. You know what I mean?
Pleasant.
It's good. It's good.
It's unoffending.
It does what it needs to do. Gets in there, gets out. You walk away being like, I'm glad I ate that chicken noodle soup. I'm glad I watched the movie. That's this movie.
I will say, White Russians are better with whiskey.
That's not a White Russian. That's a White American.
Yeah, that's not a White Russian.
It's a White Irish.
A Black Russian.
You made a White Irishman.
White Irishman. Yeah. What's the difference?
Oh, laddie.
Oh, laddie.
Oh, laddie, you made yourself a White Irishman, eh? Well,
So-
you're in for a bad one, I tell you.
So what the fuck happens in this movie, Andrew?
A lot of peeing on people. Give me a beer, please.
How the fuck does this movie start?
This movie starts off with a mistaken identity between the dude, Jeff Bridges, who his real name is Jeff Lebowski, and there's a millionaire Jeff Lebowski in California. And these two henchmen come to beat up Jeff Lebowski, but they beat up the dude instead, and they realize that they're idiots because they don't know what bowling is.
Does the guy look like a millionaire? You know? Oh, he looks like a fucking loser.
You fucking piss off the carpet.
Hey, man.
No, not the carpet.
Really tight.
And the Chinaman, oh, I'm sorry, the Asian American, the man who built the railroads.
But his name was Wu. So
His name was Wu, yes.
If he is in fact Chinese, calling him a Chinaman is not out of line. It's like calling someone a Korean.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Shortly after this, we get to meet up with the dude's two close friends, Walter and Donnie, played by the
Steve.
great... What?
I was gonna say you're keying them up. I was just gonna go to it. Sorry.
Well,
Bunch of amateurs.
I was just gonna say names, but he decided to key him up. So I was like, ah, shit, better bail. And he heard me.
Walter, who's played by John Goodman, and Steve Buscemi, who plays Donnie. And they are bowling buddies. And they go bowling all the time.
There are three conflicting personalities.
One's very passive. One's like
very aggressive, and one's unaware.
Yeah.
It's very pretty great. But like all three complement each other in their own weird way.
Yeah, you were saying that Steve Buscemi, you don't even think he was giving lines. He just reacts to stupid shit.
Well, he would always wait for Jeff Bridges to say Jeff Bridges, right? Not Daniels. I get them confused, even though they look nothing alike. It's because their names are Jeff. Jeff Bridges, he would like say something, and you'd see Buscemi like wait for him to finish his sentence and then say something. Yeah. I am the walrus. I am the walrus. You know, like he would wait for them to finish their lines, pick one thing they said in their lines, and then ask a question about it. It was perfect. It was
which always sets up for Walter to scream,
exactly.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
It gives Walter an outlet for his rage, which I also think gave him like the hype up to get angry as like an actor. So like he was able to like just scream, shut the fuck up, and then he would start screaming about the rules or Vietnam, you know, like he was using Buscemi to hype himself up.
John Goodman's great in this movie.
John Goodman's a great actor. I don't care what people say. I like him.
He's an absolutely great actor, but I love his performance in this. I love how well he sells into the whole Vietnam thing too. Like tying Vietnam into like stuff that has nothing to do with Vietnam.
Yeah, but for a vet, everything has
My friend's face down in the puddles.
If we take everything he's saying as truth, because he was right the entire time, everything he said, he was right. He called it from the get-go.
He just didn't Like
He's just not good at it, which is why I assume all his Vietnam stories are true, because I assume they put him in a leadership position and he was
killed
right,
everybody.
but he just executed poorly and has extreme PTSD. Because he takes everything to violence instantly. It's so awesome. But he's usually right.
So after all of that, we get to meet the Big Lebowski, because Walter convinces the dude to go over there and have the Big Lebowski give him a new carpet since Wu pissed on it. Which is, I love this scene too, when the Big Lebowski is just going off on him, talking about how the bums lost, the bums are always going to lose. And then he closes the door and Brant's like, "Oh, how was your meeting?" And he's like, "Good. He told me to take any rug in the house." And then we get to meet Bunny, his wife.
Tara fucking Reid.
You forget about we gotta give Philip Seymour Hoffman some nice credit.
Oh yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah,
he's amazing.
He was great.
He's my favorite heroin addict. Him and Kurt Cobain are my favorite heroin addicts.
Rest in peace.
I mean, he was a piece of shit outside of his movie career.
Was he?
Heroin addict, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's a
There's
bad
no
guy.
I love the way he acts in this movie too. Like,
there's a lot
especially when they
trying not to laugh.
He's always sweating profusely.
How about when Bunny goes, "I'll suck your cock for $1,000," and Brent's like,
Free
but he
spirit.
can't watch.
Free spirit, this one. I liked that the dude's landlord was Philip Seymour Hoffman's friend in Loving Liza, which came out around the same, I think a little bit before this. And in that movie, Philip Seymour Hoffman plays a gas huffing drug addict, but the landlord basically plays the same character, like like that kind of guy, where he's like, the rent,
it's a nice character actor.
Yeah, very good, very good. I liked it. I liked the landlord character. I like that actor. I wish I could remember his name. If I had cast a movie, he'd be in it.
How much you want to bet though the dude like never pays his rent, and the only way he gets by is by going to those really horrible plays?
How's the dude get money? It's unemployment?
No,
unemployment probably.
Really.
What'd you say, Andrew?
Probably unemployment, I would think.
He says he does odds and ends, which I mean, I assume what he does is he cons elderly people out of money. He's like, "Yeah, I'll fucking fix your shingles or whatever. Just pay me up front." And then he shows up like one day and like looks at it and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have to call in a specialist," and then just leaves. I feel like he's like, "Yeah, I'll paint your house. Just give me some money for some supplies.
It's just one of those things the director's like, just
No, obviously, a lot of this movie is just don't think about it.
Well, he's set for life because of Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
He gave his seed, Andrew. She was nuts. Did you like her character at all?
Oh yeah, I think she's hilarious.
Oh, she was a funny character, but I know people like her in real life, and I don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can think of someone.
Providence kids.
Yeah, a lot of fucking RISD kids, a lot of fucking Newport kids.
But you get to see her butt and boobs.
You know what's funny? I call them kids, but they're all 30 now. Fuck.
They're still children.
I'm an adult.
One of the things that I like about this movie too is there's so much buildup and there's so many like little hints and stuff that they drop at you. Like, so later on in the movie we find Jackie Treehorn, but you see his name several times throughout the movie before you actually get to meet him.
Yeah. The first time we see his name is when she shows him the porno, right?
Yeah, directed by Jackie Treehorn.
And then when do we see it again? No, we hear it talked about in passing.
Yeah, Julianne Moore talks about it.
And then we see it when he has his when he goes to meet Jackie Treehorn and has his hallucination. Which Chad was like, "I trust this Jackie guy." And I was like, "Dude, no." Like, any guy who's telling you what you want to hear is untrustworthy. Like, what do you say?
How about one of my favorite scenes in this movie, absolutely, is when Jackie Treehorn's like scribbling on the notepad.
Yeah.
He runs away and then like dude goes over and does the little pencil trick and it's just a dude with a huge dick.
Hey, it was smart of the dude to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've all seen X-Files. We've all seen X-Files. It's like something Mulder does constantly. I remember the dick drawing meaning something. I can't explain it. I remember that plot going somewhere, like it was code for something. But
You were probably just hoping for more penis.
yeah, I just really like thinking about dicks. So when I saw one in the film, I was like, I hope this goes somewhere.
Yeah,
No, I think I'm confusing two different movies.
probably.
Yeah.
It happens.
No, it doesn't. Not to me. I'm perfect.
But who was your favorite character in this movie?
I liked Walter.
He was great.
Walter was my favorite.
I feel bad for Steve Buscemi.
I know he gets shit on the whole movie and then he dies of a heart attack.
Yeah, but he didn't seem to mind getting shit on. He was just there to bull strikes, and then the one time he fucks up, he has a heart attack.
Mm.
I don't even think he had a heart attack from the fight. I think it's because every time we see him bowling, he's bowling strikes. And what does he always say? I'm laying him out tonight, boys, or something like that.
The best thing is the only time you see somebody miss in this movie is that one time.
And then he has
all
a
the
heart
other
attack.
bowling shots like strike, 7-10 split.
The 300-pound black dude gets the 7-10 split, and he even calls it as it happens. Like,
I've only been able to get a 7-10 split twice in my life.
yeah, I've split 7-10 times before, you know, right? Bowling, guys.
How about he wasn't my favorite character, but I really love Peter Stormare, the guy who plays Carl
Stormare.
Hungus.
The nihilist.
Yeah.
That guy's great. I love him.
I wish they didn't tell us what kind of furry animal it was. When he was like sweet marmot, I was like, no, I liked it better when I thought it was some kind of crazy weasel. You know?
It's Sweet Marmot.
Yeah, in the tub.
Oh, yeah.
I wish they didn't name the creature. I
Mm.
understand they were like that was one joke where like, oh, the dude just knows it's a marmot. Like I got the joke, but
I thought it was something else though.
it looked like a weasel
I think it was.
Yeah.
or a ferret.
A ferret.
A ferret. Yeah, I think it was a ferret. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a marmot. I quote that all the time too. Whenever people like post a picture of like their dog or cat, I'll comment, "Oh, sweet marmot."
And their daughter? Is that what you said? You comment on people's daughters' photos with sweet marmot? Because if that's
Either their dog or their cat.
oh, I thought you said their daughter. I was like, that's the funniest fucking thing.
Andrew, besides for my daughter, you need to do that all the time.
Yeah,
I
you
would
need-
actually. You could do it to mine. I don't
Anytime
even care.
someone posts photos of their kids, Andrew, you have to type sweet marmot.
And don't respond to anything.
Yeah, don't answer the questions. Just leave it at sweet marmot.
I don't know. Well, so I think one of my favorite characters is Philip Seymour Hoffman's character.
For the little bit he was in the film, he stuck
Because it's
out
like at a
lot.
point where he's like starting to like the dude. He's like calling him dude and everything.
Starts respecting him.
Then they get in the limo and he's like, "All right, well, we didn't think of that story, but you're full of shit because here's a toe."
Yeah.
I love that scene too because everything the Big Lebowski says, he says, but like more calm.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. We didn't think of that, dude.
And then I like when the nihilist is like, I cut my girlfriend's toe off. You owe us money.
He's like, "I got $4."
He's like, Walter's
It's
like,
not fair.
Nothing's fair.
Fucking bites his ear off.
Yeah, again, see, Walter is my kind of fighter where it's like every fight is life or death. So bite that dude's ear out, gouge their eyes, fucking rip their tongue out, do whatever you chew fingers off. If it means you win, you win.
Yeah.
That's where me and Walter are alike. Also,
No,
I think Walter.
So out of all the characters in the movie, who did you hate the most?
that German guy with the mustache inside her apartment that picked up. Fuck that guy.
I think we can all.
That scene is pretty funny though when they start laughing.
That scene's great, but like I like when the dude is just like, who the fuck is this guy? Like I felt that 100%. I like how every time the dude entered a room, he looked for the bar
Yeah.
and then always asked, "Do you have Kahlua?
Well, that's the thing you and I do. We walk into a room and instantly
Where's the booze?"
like I don't even think it's that. I just think we sense where it is. and we
Dude,
just
do you
look.
remember when we walked into your brother's house and me and you instantly opened the fridge and looked for booze without even, like, we said, "Hey, Adam," and then just went to the fridge. And then we got drunk and hung a TV on the wall. Like, we are that alcoholic that walks in and is like, "What's up? Where's the booze?" You know?
Hey, we're handy though.
Yep.
I hung a TV. You supervised.
I made awkward small talk with a 12-year-old girl.
13.
13. It's illegal in Spain.
That's a movie I never want to watch again.
Which one?
13.
You know who my least favorite character was? Larry Sellers,
Which
Which
one
one was he?
the little kid who stole the car.
He didn't even have a speaking line.
Yeah,
I know, but he had that look on his face.
Yeah, well,
He had the look on his face, so you want to smack that.
he was a
kid.
ginger.
He wasn't a ginger. He was Spanish.
I thought he had red hair. Oh, and Spanish people can have red hair? Louis fucking C.K. Did you know that? He's Mexican. He's half Mexican.
He didn't have red hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chad said
He
Mexican
didn't have
too.
red hair.
He had red hair. He was
No, he
all-
didn't.
He didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Well, then he had red highlights.
No.
Kid was a soulless ginger. I swear to God, he had freckles and red hair.
No.
Yes. We just watched it in super crazy HD Extremo mode. 10,000. Brought to you by IMAX and
Can
your
you
friends.
stop shaking so much?
I literally cannot. Okay, my brain has this thing called, I think it's called Tourette's. I think it's like physical Tourette's.
Hmm.
Or it's Parkinson's. I don't know. I don't care anymore. Summer giving up, buddy.
Cheers, my black Russian, to that.
No, it's your Irish Russian.
That's what Patty said upstairs. I'm like, Chris said that. She's like,
I'm the father of your kids, bro.
fuck you.
I think the dude. Did he ever get his rug back?
Mm-mm.
No.
So the dude lost a friend and a rug. He lost.
Was there anything that good happened at the end of this movie?
For him, no.
Like, did he get any money or anything? Or was it just supposed to be like...
I imagine Maud must have given him something for figuring this shit out.
Yeah,
And birthing that child, she got him some money.
true. I'd sue her for fucking custody and then settle for alimony.
Yeah.
Alimony.
But he's a
in the
dude. He
bank.
won't do that.
No, he would. He was prepared to fucking go over there and con a millionaire for a rug. Like, yeah, he's like as good as a dude as the dude is. He's not a very good person.
Yeah.
He's kind of just scamming the system, smoking weed.
He's just a hippie. He just wants to chill and bowl. That's what I want to do.
I get that, but if he made money, maybe he makes money bowling.
What about Smokey?
Which one was
Smokey, poor guy.
Poor Smokey. He's sensitive.
He's the one whose foot slipped over the line.
Was it over the line?
Probably not.
I think it was. I think they literally show us his foot go over the line for a split second, like a single frame.
This director did like Feet too, which is kind of weird.
Well, Tarantino loves.
It's not Tarantino. Who made this movie? The Coen Brothers?
Tarantino.
Yeah,
I thought Coen Brothers made Kingpin, not this.
They probably made
they
both.
made Fargo.
Fargo is the perfect movie.
Yeah, you should have been there for our Fargo review.
Do you like Fargo?
Yeah, Fargo's great.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Such a beautiful day.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a line from Chris. What else is there to say about The Big Lebowski?
What else is there to
It's
say?
it's a very wholesome, like, it's a very dark movie if you think about it, but it's fucking wholesome
Horribly
the way
dark.
they portrayed it.
It's definitely a feel-good film in a depressing way.
Yeah.
Because, like we were saying, he didn't win in the fucking end. He kind of... Because, like, there's no guarantee Maud is going to fucking hold her end of the bargain. She fucking used him from the get-go. She had all this information and just let him figure it out. You know what I mean?
Well, I like to think she was confused on it, too. Was it her people that were the...
The ones that punched him in the mouth. Those were her people.
Yeah, but then there's three parties in the whole thing.
Well, there's
The
Big
people who
Lebowski.
pissed on his rug were Jackie Treehorn's people.
Right, there's
Yeah.
Jackie Treehorn, there's the Big Lebowski, there's Maud, and then there's the Nihilists.
So it's 4 parties.
Yeah. Am I
And
losing-
technically 5 if you count the Knussons at the end.
Oh yeah, but they don't. That
I know they don't really count, but it's still funny because he keeps seeing that car following him everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like.
I think they could have left that out.
Hold on, I feel like they had an idea. I feel like this movie could have been 6 hours long if they had the budget. You know?
I'm shocked they haven't made this into a TV show yet.
Oh yeah, they did. It's called The Small Lebowski, and it's a bunch of babies that get. in
Shut the
trouble.
fuck up.
Yeah, I feel like they wanted to make this movie longer, and they were gonna go into the bug, and then like the whatever we're gonna offer the dude money to get her back and whatever, and it would have been more like twists and turns or whatever. But it never went anywhere because maybe they ran out of money and were just like, fuck it, dude's
It's a Coen
done.
Brothers movie. It's just the way they wrote it.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Jesus? I'm surprised we haven't talked about him.
Dude, I don't think he's worthy of a TV show. I don't know what the hell's going on
Or
with
that movie or whatever it is.
I don't think they were gonna. I think that was just like a joke.
No,
I don't
it's
know
not.
if
we
they
saw
did.
No, they're legit making like a movie or a show about the dude.
No, when we typed in the Big Lebowski, it gave us the Big Lebowski, the one you have to rent stars for, and then that
It's
movie.
already out?
Yeah, it's called like Slow Roller or something like that.
The Jesus Rolls 2020 American crime comedy film.
That's what I mean. Like he got the sequel. That's the sequel.
I don't understand the popularity about the character. He was okay.
He was a diddler.
Yeah.
He exposed himself to a 9-year-old. They make that abundantly clear.
Also, when he's cleaning the ball.
Yeah.
Like this, it's stupid. I feel like we're at the point now that people are like, hey, remember that character? He was pretty zany.
I would have watched a show about like a 5-episode miniseries about Walter's Security Co. Remember on the side of his van? I would have watched a show about him being a security.
I would have watched the 5-episode thing of what Steve Buscemi's character did on his downtime. Opposed to that.
He just does jigsaws and watches.
He's just like a super popular, cool guy.
No,
but he just
that's
likes going bowling.
just like those fucking Allstate commercials. You know, where the guy they all make fun of is actually like an amazing cellist and has a mansion and a supermodel wife. Isn't that so subversive?
Was that a commercial? I don't watch TV.
Yeah, you do. What if it was he goes home and he does jigsaw puzzles and watches Thomas the Tank Engine and
He's
then...
just like a serial rapist.
No, he's like a high functioning autist, like a Chris Chan level. He goes home and he makes videos where
As
he's
long
like,
as he doesn't-
I'm not gay!
As long as he doesn't fuck his mom.
So, I never picked up on this, but I was looking up pictures of Walter's van, and actually the scene when dude picks him up to do the ringer, he's standing in front of his shop.
And it's a security shop, right?
It looks like it says security, but it honestly looks like it sells like guns and stuff.
It's probably one of those, what are they called?
I'm not helping you.
Like those army surplus stores.
Army Navy stores?
But he also adds security.
Yeah. I mean, I would watch a show about him running an Army Navy store. And just have like kids like me at 15 walk in and be like, do you got any Nazi stuff? And then him like fucking scream at me. You know, I'd watch that.
But the guy from the Michael Douglas movie needs to come in.
Yeah. But instead of him being a real neo-Nazi, he teams up with Michael Douglas to take on the fascists.
That would have been awesome. That would have been a better movie.
No, Falling Down is an amazing movie.
Very subversive.
I like the part.
Have you seen Falling Down?
Mm-mm.
Oof. We need to rewatch, like 10-minute videos of rewatches of it.
Have you seen Starship Troopers?
Oh yeah, it's been a long time though.
I was very hoping he'd say no.
I was hoping he would say no too. And I was like, "Well, do Starship Troopers."
Well, he hasn't seen Kingpin, so you need to go fuck yourself. We're watching Kingpin.
No, we're not, dude.
Why? Was there a soundtrack?
It was
Yeah.
popular songs from the 70s, you idiot.
All right, Andrew, you flow with it.
Yeah, no, there was obviously the main theme was Bob Dylan's "The Man in Me," which I actually started learning on guitar recently, just because.
Someone's
Big
playing
Lebowski.
themselves off.
There's also the Spanish version of Hotel California.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I love that fucking line when he's in the cab and he's like, "Can you change the channel? I fucking hate the Eagles." And the cab driver gets like super fucking pissed off and kicks him out of the cab.
I love that scene because I hate the fucking Eagles. And when I hear the Eagles come on, I'm like, dude, can you just fucking... And I've had like, no one's ever thrown me out of a cab, but I've had people be like, shut the fuck up. Desperado is a good song. And I'm like, but fuck the Eagles.
Yeah,
So
I think-
no joke. A certain girl that Chad knows that I don't talk to anymore because she punched me in the face. Actually, before we stopped talking, she actually posted that song on her Facebook, and I commented, "Can you change the channel? I fucking hate the Eagles," and she deleted her post.
He is not a black man driving a cab.
She stalked him.
She
Who
did.
hasn't stalked Andrew, though?
I stalk him on, I don't go on Facebook. I can't even lie. But overall, what do you think about this movie?
Like I said, this movie's
This
like...
is the perfect comfort movie?
This movie's like a gingerbread house. You like it when Christmas is around, but any other time of the year, you're like, I can fucking take it or leave it. This movie is like a good like.
I feel like it's
summertime-
more. I feel like it's more like pumpkins.
It's like a summertime jam.
No, I've only seen this movie once before we watch it tonight. and I like it a lot more now.
Cool.
They're a bunch of fucking amateurs.